The blood was already black when we arrived, but the phone beside the body was still ringing, and nobody ever found who was calling. I never planned to see dead bodies for a living. I worked as a junior clerk in a police station in Nigeria. My job was simple. I typed reports. I arranged files. I stamped papers. I was not an officer. I did not carry a gun. I did not arrest anyone. I just handled stories after people were already dead. At first, it did not bother me. Death is common in Nigeria. Accidents, armed robbery, domestic fights. You learn to stay numb, but some cases refused to die. They stayed open for years. No suspect. No arrest. No truth. Those are the cases that still follow me. This is not one story. This is many, and I was there for all of them. Case 1, the woman in the CR. The first case that broke something inside me happened on a rainy morning. A woman was found dead inside her car on a quiet street in Lagos. The car engine was still running. The doors were locked from inside. No sign of struggle, no broken glass, no weapon, just her body slumped on the steering wheel. She was well dressed. Office clothes. Clean shoes. Her bag was beside her. Her phone was on the seat. Her throat was cut, clean. Sharp. Like someone who knew what they were doing. I typed the report myself. The officers argued. Some said robbery. Some said ritual. Some said lover. But how did someone enter the car, kill her, and leave without opening the doors? The CCTV cameras on the street were not working. Her husband cried on TV. He begged for justice. 3 months later, the file stopped moving. No arrest. One day, I asked my supervisor why. He looked at me and said, "Close it." That was my first lesson. Some murders are not meant to be solved. Case 2, the student who knew too much. The second case involved a university student, young boy. Final year. Very smart. He was found dead in his hostel room. At first, they said suicide, but the injuries did not match. He had bruises on his arms. Deep ones. Like someone held him down. His laptop was missing. His phone was gone. Friends said he had been scared for weeks. That he said he saw something during his internship. Nobody asked what he saw. The school wanted peace. The police wanted silence. The parents came every week. Crying. Begging. I watched my boss avoid their eyes. One night, while filing documents, I noticed something strange. The case file had 2 different dates of death. Someone had changed it. I pointed it out. My boss stared at me for a long time and said, "Do you want to keep this job?" That was when I learned to keep quiet. The student's death is still unsolved. Case 3, the politician's driver. This one still scares me. A driver for a powerful politician disappeared. 3 days later, his body was found under a bridge. His hands were tied. His mouth was covered, but the strangest part was his eyes. They were open, wide, like he saw something terrible before he died. Before the autopsy, a senior officer came. He took the file. He removed some photos. He said the case would be handled from above. The next day, the cause of death was changed to armed robbery. But nothing was stolen. The family protested. Nothing happened. 2 weeks later, the driver's wife stopped coming to the station. Someone told her to stop. I never saw her again. Case 4, the girl who went to a party. This case made me stop sleeping well. A young woman went to a birthday party. She never returned. Her body was found days later at the edge of town. No clothes, marks on her neck, but the report said unknown cause. Her phone records showed she made a call at 11:47 p.m. She screamed. The call cut. The number she called belonged to a man with influence. That detail never entered the final report. I typed what I was told. That night, I threw up. Case 5, the hotel room. A businessman was found dead in a hotel. The door was locked. The window was closed. No signs of force. Hotel staff said he checked in alone, but 2 glasses were found. One had lipstick. The CCTV footage from that floor was missing. The hotel manager said the camera had been faulty for months. Nobody questioned him. The family wanted answers. The file disappeared. The pattern I could not ignore. After years of typing these reports, I started noticing patterns. Locked rooms, missing footage, changed timelines. Powerful names quietly removed, families silenced with time or fear. The same phrases appeared again and again. Unknown persons. Ongoing investigation. No new leads. But I knew the truth. These cases were not unsolved because nobody knew. They were unsolved because someone did not want them solved. The night I was warned, one evening, I stayed late to finish work. The station was quiet. As I packed my bag, a senior officer walked in. He did not smile. He said my name slowly. Then he said, "You ask too many questions." My chest tightened. He leaned closer and whispered, "Do your job. Go home. Stay alive." That night, I did not sleep. I realized something important. I was not just a witness, I was a liability. Case 6, the journalist. This one shook the whole station. A journalist investigating corruption was found dead in his apartment. Police said gas leak, but his neighbor smelled blood, not gas. His notes were gone, his laptop was wiped clean. The story he was working on never came out. I saw the file, I saw what was removed, I saw names blacked out. The journalist's wife came with their small child. She asked one question: "Who killed my husband?" Nobody answered. The case was closed in 2 weeks. People think police stations are full of secrets. That is true, but they are also full of fear. Officers have families. Clerks have children. Everybody wants to survive. Justice is expensive. Silence is cheaper, so files are closed. Evidence disappears. Truth dies quietly. The last file I ever touched, the final case, happened the year I resigned. A young man was found dead near a construction site. At first, it looked simple. Then I saw the name of the landowner, a very big name. That night, I was told to close the file before morning. I did. I typed the final report with shaking hands. As I stamped it, I felt like I was killing the boy myself. That was my breaking point. I resigned the next month. I am no hero. I did not expose anyone. I did not fight the system. I survived. But these stories deserve to be told, because behind every unsolved case is a truth buried on purpose. Somewhere in Nigeria, killers are walking free, not because they are smart, but because silence protects them. And the most shocking murder cases in Nigeria are not unsolved because nobody knows. They are unsolved because someone always does, and that someone is never punished. I still hear phones ring in my dreams, phones that no one ever answered, files that were never meant to be opened, and blood that was washed away, but never forgotten.